Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are officially going to be starting some FC25 content for today. And of course, one of the main questions that are likely going to be, well, I'm likely going to have to answer for, or at least leading up to FC25 is, what will be my starter squad for this year? Now, things are going to be drastically a bit different this time around, because I'm basically going to be running two RTGs basically on both accounts, right? On my main account, I'm going to be running a Mertens RTG, whereas on like my RTG account where it was for the Japan RTG, we're running it back. So I'm going to do starter squads for both accounts, which include obviously the Japanese team, and we're going to do the Mertens RTG as well. Now, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to have to think about which formations, what formation rather, we're going to have to utilize. So of course, we know that Mertens is not pacey. If anything, they literally cut off one of his legs again as they dropped his rating by 1. So as a formation, I think the safest option, I guess, at this rate, or probably something along the lines of a maybe 4-3-3-4 right here. So we're going to be putting him here. So this is where he's going to be. Of course, with the new roles plus and all that stuff, obviously it's going to be very interesting to see how they each play. But in which case, Mertens will be the start here. And of course, through evolutions and stuff like that, hopefully he'll become better. We'll turn to the left here just to see, you guys can see here. We'll probably set it up like this actually. The reason why I didn't want to put it like that is because there was an ad down there, but I think it doesn't pick it up now. Or whatever, it doesn't really matter. In any case, we have some options here. Of course, we have, Doku, Carrasco. Of course, the best way to link up with Mertens is to use players from the same league or from the same nation, which in this case will probably be Belgium or Super League players as well. Now, of course, the Mertens RTG has almost no limits to it. I can literally just use any player I want, so icons and stuff like that are free game. But as far as players that can fit the meta, at least for now, or at least that can fit with Mertens, that's going to be the priority. Of course, Doku is going to be, one of the strongest options, but he's definitely going to be the most expensive option. Carrasco is definitely a good option to start off with a good 88 pace and 85 dribbling. Trossard, though, might be a little bit of an underrated type of player to play on that wing. But I don't know how well he can play on the wing. Let's see. We also have Luka Bacchio. He could be pretty decent, I guess. Amuzu, wow, look at that. Salamakers, Balwishka, Trezor, and of course Hazard, the younger Hazard, the other Hazard. The best option in this case will probably have to be, as far as meta chemistry goes, we might have to go with maybe Trossard. Trossard's going to be the best option here. And of course, with evolutions and stuff like that, maybe he'll get better. He's an 83 rated this year, so maybe that will be a little bit expensive. But honestly, I think that's fine by me. Get out of here. Anyways, let's look at strikers now. Now this is very interesting because now I wouldn't have had an issue with. I would have probably had an issue with strikers. However, one player that I really do have to try to get is Osimhen. Of course, Osimhen. Now that he's with Galatasaray, he has to be a player that I need to get as far as, starter squads go. If I can manage to obtain Osimhen, get out of here. Jeez, just leave me alone. We can, if we can manage to get Osimhen from just any pack or anything like that, he'll be a perfect addition to the team. And a perfect, a perfect duo right here with Mertens and Osimhen, right? At the winger spot, we can take a look at chemistry, and right here is where the limit is. Right here is where the limit is kind of like, tough, because there's not a lot of options. However, the best option, I guess in this case, will probably be someone like Yilmaz. Probably not Ziyech, and maybe Ryan Kent, which is weird, right? But I think for this case, Yilmaz might be the one to kind of fit in that role. Center mid. Now we can start looking at maybe potential better players for this role. Torreira is going to be the one to get here because Torreira we'll complete the chemistry here. And now with all this chemistry just completed, now we can just focus on getting just the better players that we can. And of course a goalkeeper, I don't think it matters. Or maybe it does. Maybe with the new goalkeeper systems and stuff like that, maybe it will matter. So I guess players like Muslera or Leno could work, either or. I guess if we're going for a cheaper option, it'll probably be, you know, Muslera. But I can go for Leno for those little extra stats. Or maybe not. They're about the same almost. Yeah, no, I think Leno might be the one. But yeah, I think with this, I think we pretty much have our little like starter squad for Dries Mertens. I'm going to think of other alternatives to see which one fits better for this world. But I'm going to have to take a look. Alright, maybe one of my next options is to think about players that I probably want with Mertens along with the team, but don't necessarily have to link up with him. It'd be nice to, but I think given, you know, the difficulty of linking Mertens with anybody else, I think that's just going to be a bit difficult. But let's give it a try nonetheless. Now, advance forward. Now for the striker position, I think one player I'm really interested in trying out, of course, is going to be Gyökeres. Now, Gyökeres had a massive upgrade. He's an 84 rated, but if you look at his stats, 90 pace, 83 shooting, 67 passing, but 80 dribbling, and 91 physicals. This dude, not only is he going to be a rapid kind of type of player, but I think even with the 80 dribbling, he'll still be a monster on the striker position. So I'm really curious to try him out, see how well he plays. All right, chemistry wise, we're going to have to think about who to link up with Gyökeres and stuff like that. But now with the added like levity and stuff like that, we could go for Carrasco here, maybe see how well he plays in that position. But let's take a look here. We also have, you know, Edwards. Edwards might be really decent here. Edwards, I don't know if you could look at stats. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to highlight everything. Marcus Edwards has really decent stats here. As you can see, he has good acceleration and everything like that. This is on the Hunter. Let's just put him on basic, no cam. You'll see you have 85 pace, 85 dribbling with low reactions and composure, but decent ball control and composure for you know, for at least for a starter player. The one player I might put in there instead, just to give Mertens some chemistry, will probably be Torreira again. Torreira looks to be pretty decent, has really good defending stats, decent dribbling as well. We can take a closer look at his stats. Yeah, look, dribbling, well-rounded, 87 agility, 90 balance. Decent reactions and composure. The only thing he lacks is ball control dribbling, but that can be fixed with a good old, maybe marksman. I mean, I think that's about as good as it gets. Hawk. I mean, I think that's about as good as it gets with that one. So, on the other center mid, we got to think about chemistry a little bit now because Edwards and Gyökeres need it. And I think at this point, we are going to have to literally decide on whether we put in someone like, yeah, Oxlade-Chamberlain, not really. Morita might be a good option, I think. He did get a bit of an upgrade, I think. So, he's looking really good. With a Shadow. Shadow might be the recommended playstyle here. He is controlled. He has a 79.8 meta rating. Decent defending, just no defensive awareness, unfortunately, but good sliding tackle. But we'll see. So far, everybody has like 2 cam and stuff like that. Carrasco is dying out here. He needs something. So I guess we'll try to find him someone. So let's take a look. I think for center back, actually, let's take a look at center back. Saint Juste might be the one. Saint Juste might be the one player that I need. Great pace. All we need to do is just improve the dribbling and the defending and the physicality, right? Sentinel puts him at an 86.1 meta rating, basically a B+. And yeah, with those kind of stats, just the sliding tackle is going to be a bit of an issue, which I hope is not a big deal. Anyways, let's continue on, and let's see who else we can probably get here. Osterwold. Who is this dude? He's a left back. I think he'd probably be a better fit for that left back role then, because I don't think as a center back he'll fit that role nicely. But Osterwold, he'll probably fit that one. A Shadow on 3 cam. Well, he has 2 cam right now, but Once he gets that one, he'll probably be just as good. And so he's going to be okay. His dribbling is what's giving me a lot of problems. As a shadow on 3 cam. Put him at 82.9. So maybe he'll play better as a center back. He'll have decent physicals as well. So that could probably work. He's 6'4". 6'4". Really? He's tall. If he can play center back, then, well, honestly, that's fine. That's fine by me, honestly. Osai Samuel has a B rank on this one. Decent agility, decent balance, good reactions, low composure, that's fine. Actually, he's not that bad. He's actually not that bad. So maybe we'll keep him there, actually. Let's see here. Anything else I can help? Poor old Carrasco? Probably not, to be honest. Sanusi might be the one here, but he has low dribbling, like really low dribbling. 63 dribbling, that's not good. I mean, he's fine. It's nothing insane. I'm really gonna have to think about this. So Carrasco's gonna have to take a back seat then, because he's not gonna be able to fit in into this team. Same Max or Kent. I mean, at the end of all, they're both Super League players. Both play for Fenerbahce. So yeah, I guess it still works. And it gives Torreira that extra chem. So yeah, maybe St. Max will work. St. Max is going to have to be a player I might try to get. For a goalkeeper, I don't think it matters. But lets me choose. I don't think it matters. We could just try to find maybe like, yeah, Livakovic, Muslera, Mateus, Israel, Diogo Costa. Diogo Costa might be the one though. Diogo Costa might be one of those type of goalkeepers that could still be really good. But yeah, this is the second type of squad we can make with the main account. Alrighty guys, here we are at the Japan RTG. We're going to decide which could fit better in these roles for the Japan RTG and see which one will play good. So that's pretty much like the starter type of team that I want on this. But let's take a look at dream scenario players that I want to get from this. So let's go ahead and take a look. And that will be the final squad. Alright guys, for my dream formation, I think we're going to go in a bit of a different route. We're going back to the 4-3-3-4. And we're about to experience with probably it is like the most like unrealistic type of squad I can probably get for this squad. For the Japanese RTG. But let's start off strong with a new icon that has been added for this year's Ultimate Team, which is Miyama. Aya Miyama. Now, the only thing that kind of irritates me about this card a bit is that she cannot play cam. She can play left mid, center mid, left wing, 4-star, 5-star, 90 rated, little low pace but decent shooting, great passing, great dribbling, and of course a little bit low on defending and physicals as well. But with 87 stamina, that's pretty fine. Now, as far as the card goes itself, the agility and balance really don't need to be touched as far as I'm concerned. What does need to be improved is the pace for sure. So either the Hunter, the Catalyst, or maybe something along the lines as like, yeah, maybe you could. The dribbling doesn't really need a lot of improvement, but say if you did go for like an engine, for example, right? It wouldn't be as crazy either way. But a Hunter definitely helps in this regard, because she really does need a bit of that pace. If she can play cam, that would have been such a good, that would have been so good. But unfortunately, she cannot. So, as sad as it is, Aya Miyama will have to stay as a left winger with a bit of that pace upgrade. Hopefully, that'll help. But with Dead Ball Plus, hopefully she'll be really good in those free kicks and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, 91 free kick accuracy. Decent shot power right there, 91. So yeah, she'll be really good. Then we look at Shadow Striker. At the cam, who else? At the cam, I'm definitely putting in, it has to be Sawa for sure. Sawa will have to play that Shadow Striker. As a card that I've been using for the better part of last year, she has been so effective on the attack. She is definitely the definition of a shadow striker. Like not only can she defend, but very much she can attack. So she's perfect as a cam. So that's a dream Japanese player I want. Now, interestingly, Nakata. How could I forget about Nakata? But yeah, Nakata. Nakata cannot play striker, but he can play cam. And I think that's the only position he can play. Oh no, he can play center mid, but he doesn't have good defensive stats. So I guess as an alternative, we could put Nakata in here and Sawa will be the playmaker. Or, but Miyama has to play left wing or left mid. She cannot play striker. She cannot play any of that. So I guess this is about as good as it can get for, you know, these two positions, or these three positions rather. But I think they're about as good as they could get in that position. And I think Nakata has the roll plus plus of a shadow striker. I think he has those roll plus plus, so he could probably work. He could probably make it work. Let's just take this as the basis, I guess. But this is the dream team basically that I want for the Japan RTG, basically. Of course, with evolutions in the future, maybe with some possible informs. The one play I'm looking forward to using again on the striker position is definitely going to be Ueda again. Ayase Ueda. Hopefully he can get himself some good games, because this dude has plenty of composure, plenty of reaction, stuff like that. But of course, once he gets those big upgrades and stuff like that, like especially in the pace, especially in the shooting, then hopefully he'll be just as good. He's 6 foot, which is almost a perfect, you know, height for a striker, for me at least. Or at least as close as the best striker that could get in the Japan region. But if he does get good evolutions, who knows? Maybe this card will get a lot of good stuff. 4-star weak foot is fine. But yeah, hopefully as a poacher, he'll probably work better. Yep. But let's see how it works. But in any case, with that being said, guys, those are my starter squads for FC 25. Or, you know, realistically at most. But with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you all next time. See ya.